Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Fathers. What do they call themselves? Fathers Brewing. This is brewed out of Lafayette, California, in Martinez, California. I actually don't know what brewery they're contract out of. They sent me an Instagram DM and they sent me a package. So you sort of get an unboxing here with it. I opened it because I was like, I don't even know what this package is, and then I guess I sort of found out. And it's a couple stickers that the girls put on the fridge. Father's Brewing, couple nice coasters, and then you guys are better designers than me. I think a lot of breweries are going towards this kind of like old school retro kind of vibe, right? Yep. And then get a little sleekness with the lightning bolt in the middle, on the bottom. So good design right there. I like the vibe of it. Let's check this guy out. Nice. Yeah, I guess you can shove this in your wallet. Then again, I have it on my keychain, so I don't really need it. But yeah, nice to have. These old school, yeah, it's nice metal. Look at that, Fathers. They just call it Fathers, actually. Okay. Yeah, clean American lager. So, a little bit more information on this. What did it say? Here to reinvent American lager using excessively high-quality organic ingredients while working to remove lead, arsenic, Roundup, and microplastics found in other beer. Made by one of the less lager makers in the world, so I'm curious. I have the other one. I'll find out what brewery they're calling, whoever's making their lager on the next one. Sub-Zero lagered, triple filtered, give you peace of mind, comes with drinking, better craft beer experience, blah, blah. Father's Brewing, Lafayette, California. So this is their clean American light lager. Yeah. So going for that vibe, you know what I'm saying? With the traditional bottle too instead of a can, right? Let's see this guy. Did a better job on the glass this time, but still, I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, I have to figure out what my cleaning issues are. Probably should just soap it up. I don't know. Anyway, let's ignore that, please. Sorry. Beer comes in a really beautiful. That's a good looking beer. Light gold color, beautiful clarity on that. Nice fluffy white head. 4.2% light lager. So it's pretty good. Light grainy sweetness. Got some of that kind of like a little bit of like this kind of like what is that? A little bit this kind of like green apple fruitiness that like some people call it Budweiser. That kind of grainy sweetness as well, but not as prominent and strong because there's a lot of that kind of like grainy thingy. And it depends on a range because sometimes like when you say grain, you're talking about like German Helles and Pilsner, where the grain is like more of that kind of like raw, fresh, cracked, beautiful grain character of real grains. Sometimes with American adjunct lager, you get this kind of like grains that's already been soaking in wort and that kind of like, right? Like a little bit of that kind of like, or grains that have just been steeping for a while where it has that past the freshness, right? You're not getting the actual grain freshness. You're getting sort of this kind of like grain sitting in water, kind of like muddied aromatic, right? I get a little bit of both. A little bit of fruitiness, a little bit of the fresh crack grain thing, a little bit of kind of like adjunct lager grain thing in a more negative connotation, right? So, smells pretty good. Cheers. Actually, don't even have that cold, so. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, they do a little cool thing with the label right here. A little star right there. Water, organic Admiral Pilsner malt. So, organic Admiral Midway malt. So yeah, organic Helios hops, organic Contessa hops, and yeast. So from what I understand, they're using probably some more finer grain ingredients. Up front, a very plain kind of like lager-esque kind of character. As you wait more, what I was smelling sort of comes in the palate. That kind of like, I mean, it's not oxidized. I mean, sorry, it's not T2N. Yeah, oxidation. It has a little bit of kind of weird papery thing to it, which I'm curious about. I mean, I don't think like the beer was mistreated or anything. It just has a little bit of oxidative character. Like, again, the thing for American adjunct lagers, like especially the macro ones, they're just loaded with all kinds of all flavors. Yeah, I get a little bit of that. maybe a hint of like hot bitter. There's actually a little bit of hot bitterness on here too. I think last time I did this was, I think my favorite might have been the Miller High Life or the PBR. Like one of those blind was like just a little bit extra hoppy. That's not bad. There's also a little bit of like fruitiness in here too. I'm probably detecting some amount of like isoamyl acetate, a little bit of banana character, which you do get from Coors Banquet, which is actually quite enjoyable. Yeah, that's good American light lager. Let's go with a. Let's go with a solid 80. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I said nothing wrong, but I mean, it just tastes like American light lager. If anything, a pretty good example of one. 4.2. I feel like I've had beers that are a little bit more watery and then a little bit more loaded with off. Like, again, these are all flavors that are actually just on point for what these macro breweries are doing, right? So, however you want to call it. That's all beer. Thank you for sending it out. I'm excited to try the American lager. They sent me 3 of each. I don't know if they have other brands. The branding's pretty dope, you know? I like the coasters. I like the bottle opener. So, cheers, later.